Hello students, welcome once again to yet another video. So in my last class, I talked about the functions of human resource management, and today I'm going to discuss about the role of human resource manager. So in order to lead the human resource management team, there needs to be a leader or a manager whom we identify or refer to as human resource manager or the HR manager. Now there are some important roles that need to be played by that manager. So today in my session, I'm going to discuss about the various roles that the human resource manager plays. So there are six roles according to SS Khanka's book. The six roles have been given in that book. So let us understand it one by one. The first role is the conscience role. Second is the counselor role. Third is the spokesperson or the role of being a spokesperson. Fourth, the role of being a mediator. Fifth is uh, the problem solver, and the last role is the change agent or the catalyst, which we call it. So let's understand it one by one. Number one is conscience role. Now, what does conscience mean? That whatever we do in our day-to-day life, we are backed by certain moral values and obligations. Like when we talk with a person who is uh, elder to you, so you tend to give him respect, or you tend to interact with him with certain respect. So why is the respect shown to that person who is elder to you? It's because of the moral values that you carry. So you know that what is right and what is wrong. Whenever we do certain activities, our activities are backed by certain moral values and obligations. Similarly, while you're working in an organization, the employees, whenever they do certain activities, there are certain do's and certain don'ts. What are the things that you have to do in the organization? What is right to be done in the organization? And what are the things that you should avoid while performing your activities in an organization? So these are certain do's and don'ts that are laid down by the human resource manager. It is the foremost duty of the human resource manager to lay down the do's and don'ts, means what is right and what is wrong while performing the activities. The human resource manager has to lay down these rules. Okay, so this role we club it as the conscience role. Next is the counselor role. See, every employee, not employee, every individual, okay, irrespective of whatever position you're working in an organization, uh, we have tremendous amount of pressure or stress in our lives. We come across various stress or pressure in our life, and some of them are able to cope up on their own, and some of them are not able to cope up on their own. So what do they do during that situation? So we have to find a counselor. If we have a family, we talk with the family that something is wrong with me, so I need to mend it. I need to find certain ways to get out of the stress. So while in an organization, while performing your activities in an organization, the employees come across various stress, various disturbances, various obstacles, and it is the duty of the human resource manager to constantly keep in touch with the employees and get from them that what is their position, what is their mental state, okay, whether they are stressed or whether they are not stressed. If they are stressed, what is the reason of their stress? So it is the duty of the counselor, which is performed by the human resource manager. And under this function or under this role, what does a human resource manager do? He talks or interacts with the employees who are going through uh, problems in their life, or while uh, performing certain activities, you might encounter certain problems. Then, whom do you approach in an organization? It is the human resource manager. You have to approach the human resource manager. You have to speak everything in front of him, that whatever problems you are facing, and it is his duty, because it is his role to act as a counselor. Uh, he is going to counter to your problems, going to mend your problems, whatever you are facing in an organization. So it is the counseling role or the counselor's role. Next is the spokesperson role, the role of being a spokesperson. Now, what is spokesperson? So, for example, you have a team of 10 members. Now, if you are delivering a presentation or if you are given a project, then in order to deliver the presentation, you are given only 5 minutes of time. Now, it is not possible. It is not human that all the 10 members will get equal opportunity to speak up in front of the public or the audience. So, one of them has to represent. Now, from among the team, the members decide that okay, Mr. A is going to represent our team. So when Mr. A goes and represents in front of the public or presents in front of the public, then he becomes a spokesperson. So spokesperson is a person who is representing the entire team. Now, in case of an organization, the human resource manager, he acts as a spokesperson because whenever you face certain problems or whenever you are delivering any sort of projects or situation, then he is the one who is going to uh, lead and speak on behalf of the entire organization. So he is the spokesperson. Next is the mediator. Now, what does mediator mean? See, in our earlier session as well, I discussed about industrial relation. When employees are working or individuals are working in an organization, there are ample opportunities of ending up in a conflict because the human beings are not alike. No individuals are alike. They are different in thoughts, they are different in their differences in values, their differences in emotions, and as a result of that, conflict arises. Similarly, in an organization, you will see that there are various conflicts that might arise between the employers and employees, or even between the employees. Now, it is the duty of the human resource manager to come as a mediator or a middleman and solve whatever conflict has taken place between the two individuals or between the two parties. So, in this case, it is the fourth role of being the mediator. Next is the problem solver. Now, like the earlier roles, this is just an extension of the earlier role which we have talked, like the spokesperson and the mediator. But problem solver, we are specifically dealing with certain problems that the organization might face. So whenever there is a problem while you are doing a project, then say in that case a problem arises, you have to take a very important decision at that particular moment. Instant decision you need to take, and that decision will act as a problem solver, or it will solve the problem that has taken birth in that entire project. So it is the duty, it is the role, the human resource manager needs to have that ability of taking decisions which act as a problem or solving the problems that might arise in an organization. So uh, the role of human resource manager is very important if we talk from an organization point of view. If we say that the organization is very powerful, the individuals or the employees working in an organization or the workforce working in an organization is very powerful, it's only because of the human resource manager. Because ultimately it depends on the human resource manager how he recruits the employees, because the best person needs to be recruited for that particular position. So staffing needs to be done properly. Similarly, when problem arises, then he needs to have that experience with him. He needs to have that discretion, or he needs to make that ultimate decision, which will ultimately lead in solving the problems that might arise. So this is the role of being a problem solver. So now the last one is change agent. So the last role is the of the human resource manager is of being a change agent, which we also call it as being a catalyst in an organization. Now, the human resource manager, it is his duty to uh, to make certain changes to certain policies or to certain decision. He has to take the ultimate decision, and that ultimate decision taken by the human resource manager, if proper decision has been taken, then it will certainly lead to change in an organization. So the human resource manager also acts as a change agent, because the human resource manager is entrusted, is empowered with certain uh, authorities to take certain decisions, and those decisions will help him to change the face of the organization. So there are certain policies which are framed. There are various recruiting policies. There are various selection process. So he has the power to change those and take the organization to the next level in the country. So these are some of the roles which I found it to be very beneficial for you all. And even if the question arises in examination, you have to note down these 6 roles along with proper justification. If possible, don't forget to cite examples along with your points. This will make your answer more powerful while you're representing in your examination. So thank you so much. This was all about the role of human resource manager. Thank you.